a beautiful day outside. Look how beautiful it is. I want to talk about frameworks, and I want to talk about why, before I moved to Miami, my world was kind of really isolated with just my place and work, and everyone is remote, right? So it's mostly just in my isolation. Since moving to Miami, I've met with and spoke to a lot of entrepreneurs who emphasize frameworks. Frameworks such as the law, thinking about the laws, universal laws or non-universal laws that affects us and influence. For example, the law of resonance. You are the people you attract. You are the client you attract. The law of reciprocation. That playing, cooperating. We don't play in the laws or outside the laws. We cooperate around the laws. It really being intentional about these laws and how human behavior interacts with these rules. Hey, Doug. Hey, Doug, how are you doing? If you guys are watching live, I'm going live to talk about how as human beings, our behavior in cooperating around these laws and being intentional about our own cooperation of these laws really shapes the way it doesn't just influence one part of your life, as in let me try to frame this let me say this in a different way. It really creates the life it really makes the life that you have become this 360-degree view. Instead of a reactionary life, like I react to the world reacts to me back. It's I know the world will react to me in this way, and based on philosophies, based on values and beliefs that I hold, because I'm anchored to these mental frameworks, I can not only, this is my decision to react back, but my decision to react to the world in this way gives me the most peace, the most calm, the most advantage, right? So frameworks are so important because it anchors you into making a strategic move that you don't even, it taps into you don't even know what you don't know. It taps into, there are so many, like in a game of chess, you can be 15 steps ahead just because you are aware of the game, you know the game, and you know the rules, and you're cooperating around those rules. It's very similar to how I'm experiencing living in Miami, speaking with so many people who really talk about these laws and the frameworks and how they cooperate with them. And then at the same time, having the awareness of the shortcomings of where their shortcomings, where they don't, even though they recognize that certain things happen, people react this way, the world reacts back to them this way, there's an element of I just can't help but, And so why is this important? It's because if I had, and this is something that I just discovered, if I were more cognizant of the way in which I influence people, in the way in which I give, and the way in which I am, I can be more cognizant of the way in which I receive, the way in which I appreciate. And sometimes life can move so fast and so many things can happen that you're just living in the moment of reaction, right? You're just reacting, you're just responding. You're not taking the time to think about how the laws of human behavior, you're cooperating with these rules. And so when you catch yourself in a state of reaction, and then you kind of dismiss, you're not intentional about the frameworks, about the human interaction, about how you can really influence and affect the people around you. then it's important to take a moment to recognize to come back to the mental frameworks, to come back to thinking about these frameworks that anchors you into making better decisions. And not only better decisions in a way where you can economically benefit, but also mentally benefit, peace of mind type of benefit, right? Because I think all these frameworks and all these rules, their best utility is to have you have a peace of mind as you navigate the world. So, all right, I don't know if that makes sense with you guys, and I know it's super windy and I might be muffled, but though that's basically what I wanted to share about today when I go live. All right. Oh, if you guys are, let me see, if you are looking to figure out a piece of the world, which I have figured out, which is monetizing from Facebook groups with a small audience, profiting big from smaller events in a Facebook group environment. I have a free training that's coming up. You can click anywhere on the link on my profile to enter it, and we start on the 25th. So I want to go live, and as usual, whenever I go live, it's to really talk to my future self, talking to you guys too, but talking to my future self, the insights that I got in this moment today. And the insight is, take a moment to think about the way in which you give, and then take a moment to accept and think about the way in which you receive. And then because I think as powerful human beings, if we're in the state of giving, and giving is natural, receiving is also natural, but receiving is so natural that it's reactionary and not intentional. And receiving in an intentional way leads to appreciation, leads to thinking about all the actions that individual took to give. And then that leads to more appreciation. All right. Does that make sense? Okay, you guys, I will see you in my free training if you're interested in monetizing from your Facebook group. If not, then have a beautiful rest of your day. It's beautiful outside today. Look at that. Look at that. It's amazing day today. All right. See you guys in the next video.
Oh yeah, if you like that video, then you will love all the resources that I have over at kimcdang.com. That is KIMCDANG.com. There you will find all my courses, my extensions, all the offers that I have, as well as a lot of free resources if you are just getting started.